What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Muns Monday. If you're new here, welcome back. And if you're a returning fan, viewer, or subscriber, without you, none of this would be possible. So thank you very much. E3 is nearly upon us with only 2 weeks to go. Well, about 2 weeks. And so it's about that time to start putting in your E3 2018 predictions. And so I've seen other gamers and YouTubers already discussing what they think is going to take place this year at E3. We've already heard from a couple of the companies what they're confirming to be talking about, along with leaks to be accompanying those rumors are swirling. With all that being said, I thought it was appropriate for me to discuss my E3 2018 predictions because I am so excited to announce that I am going to be attending E3 this year. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going with a few of my friends. It is going to be a great experience. I can't wait to check out all of the things on the show floor and to see what is going to be announced. This video is going to be split up into 3 parts. The first is going to be the obvious things that have already been teased that I am going to share my thoughts on. The second is going to be my personal predictions, which aren't many, but I have a few. And the third is going to be the leaked list surrounding Nintendo's press conference because they have had a few things going on and I want to know what you guys think. Up first, let's talk about the obvious. We know already Fire Emblem has been teased from last year's E3, so I am predicting that we are going to get a title, finally a release date, and a trailer surrounding this Fire Emblem for the Switch, which of course I am looking so forward to. I cannot wait, and I am greatly anticipating this reveal. Up next, we know that there's going to be more Pokemon information for the Switch, and Nintendo shared that also last year at E3, and so I'm ready for a title, a trailer, and a release date for that as well. Following the coattail of last year's E3, we have a new Metroid Prime coming. This was confirmed, and so I'm excited to get a title for that. I'm not a huge Metroid Prime fan, however, I know for a fact that there are so many fans of the series, and the Switch absolutely deserves a Metroid Prime title, so I'm ready to see more about that, and I know it's coming. Bayonetta 3 was also shown a teaser trailer, and so I'm assuming that we are going to get a full trailer for that along with a release date and more information about Bayonetta 3, which will be on the Nintendo Switch as well. And of course, for Nintendo, we know that we're finally going to get a Smash Bros trailer. We're going to see some new characters, some newcomers to the series, the first time gameplay, and I couldn't be more excited to learn more about Smash Bros. I'm praying that they do not call it Smash Bros for Switch. That is just the most uncreative title. Please let them have something. Please let them come up with something for this game. We know the long-awaited moment for Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming. We all just know it. And you know what? Honestly, if Square Enix decides not to do this, it is going to be their biggest mistake yet. The Kingdom Hearts 3 release date is going to be announced at E3. I know it for a fact. I know it for a fact. You heard it here first, folks. And last but not least, for obvious predictions, Soul Calibur 6 is going to have a character reveal, if not more than one, along with the release date for that. We're looking at about 7 release dates for games that we already know about, but we're excited to find out when we're actually going to be able to get our hands on them. And some of these titles have been long awaited, like Kingdom Hearts 3 and Smash Bros. And pretty much everything on this list for me personally. Shifting into the second phase of this video, I wanted to share some of my personal predictions that have no evidence, no shred trails of any kind that these would be announced at E3. I would love to see an Animal Crossing announced for the Switch. I think it's about that time, and the Switch seems like the perfect console for Animal Crossing Next Door Neighbor. That's the title I think it should be called because I just feel like with the whole theme of taking it on the go, meeting new people, connecting, and being able to just explore towns right there in the moment, I think that would be an amazing thing. So Animal Crossing Next Door Neighbor, gonna be announced at E3 2018. My next prediction is a little bit in left field. I have a feeling that the Uncharted game that they've been working on is a filler to Uncharted 5. I have this feeling that Sony is going to throw a complete curveball at us and announce Uncharted 5. I don't think Nathan Drake's journey is over quite yet, but I have a feeling that it will follow his kids or something like that, and they're going to continue the Uncharted legacy, and we're going to get an announcement trailer this year coming out in 2019. I also, being a huge fan of the Warriors series, they've been following a trend with all these Warriors crossover titles coming out over the last couple of years. I think we're going to get a new crossover Warriors title. Maybe it's Nintendo as a whole, the Mario series, Final Fantasy, something like that, I think would be brilliant. My last game announcement prediction is actually from a friend of mine, Andrew, and we've kind of argued about this a couple of times, but he is convinced that Mortal Kombat 11 is going to be announced this year because if it follows the trend of NetherRealm Studios over the last couple years, they've announced a Mortal Kombat and an Injustice every year alternating, and so this year would fall on Mortal Kombat. However, I just have a feeling that they're not ready to release another Mortal Kombat that's completely different from the previous one on the same generation console. I don't know about that, but I will go ahead and throw it out there that Mortal Kombat 11 is going to be announced at E3 2018. Don't hold your breath. And then two other obvious predictions. We're going to see the Cody trailer for Street Fighter V as a part of Season 3, and a release date for him, which is one of my most anticipated characters for Street Fighter V. And I just have this weird feeling that Marvel vs. Capcom is not quite dead. I know it's been dead, they haven't talked about it, they haven't mentioned it, Capcom refuses to mention it in anything, they don't talk about it anymore. Could they be preparing for some kind of revival, some kind of Ultimate Edition, something that Marvel has up their sleeve? Is it possible? It's a long stretch by a long way, but anything is possible. Last but not least, phase 3 of this video is discussing the leaked list that is supposedly Nintendo's press conference material. So I'm going to give you a warning right now, spoilers incoming, if you want to be completely surprised for E3, and even though these are just rumored titles, if you want nothing, no guesses, any idea of what's going to be announced, stop the video right now because I don't want to spoil your E3 experience if these happen to be true. Don't be like me. I accidentally saw this list. I was not looking for anything like this, and I'm really bummed that I saw any of this if it turns out to be true, because I like surprises, but I'm going to share it with you anyways. Are you ready? Here we go. They talk about a new F-Zero called F-Zero SX, which is coming to the Switch. F-Zero has been a series that's been dead for a long time, last entry being on GameCube, so it would be cool to see F-Zero return on the Switch because it's doing really well. Then we've got Star Fox Lilat System. This is supposed to be like a Mario Kart racer with Star Fox characters in space, so that would be really interesting, and I think it's a cool concept, and Star Fox needs a little bit of revival as well. Up next, we have a new Punch-Out called Punch-Out Become the Champion. I've always been a fan of Punch-Out ever since the Super Nintendo days, and so I would love a new Punch-Out on the Switch. We already know a new Yoshi's Island is coming to the Switch. It's tentatively titled Yoshi. They haven't released a name for it yet, but according to the leak list, it is going to be called Yoshi's Flipping Island, which to me, if you don't say it and pronounce it like I just did, if you say Yoshi's Flipping Island, it almost substitutes for a swear word. So I'm not sure that Nintendo would go on that branch and that limb to put that as their title for a otherwise children's title. Even though I'm an adult and I love Yoshi's Island, it is really a children's title. So I'm not sure Nintendo is that bold to do something like that. So this one has me a little bit, along with Star Fox and F-Zero, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Then, supposedly, they're going to open the conference with a trailer that shows footage of Dragon Ball FighterZ, Wolfenstein 2, NBA 2K19, and Fallout 3 and Fortnite all coming to the Switch. I don't know. It's a stretch. It really is. Not that it's impossible, but it just seems like a lot of things that they're going to be throwing our way. As I mentioned in the first phase of this video, Metroid Prime is going to be announced with a title and a trailer and a release date. They're saying it's going to be called Metroid Prime Renegade. So I have no idea if that would be accurate or not. I'm not really up to date on Metroid Prime things, so I could say it sounds realistic to me. Metroid Prime Renegade sounds cool. So I'd say, yeah, that sounds realistic. And then lastly, regarding the Pokemon title, they are saying it's going to be called Pokemon Let's Go, and there will be a Pikachu and an Eevee edition. Now this one sounds a little bit far-fetched to me because they confirmed that Pokemon was going to be this was going to be the first home console Pokemon title, and Pokemon Let's Go, almost as a play and piggyback off of Pokemon Go, makes it seem a little bit more casual and lower scale than what they were originally anticipating and announcing. And they've also never used Pokemon to differentiate the versions since Pikachu Yellow or whatever it was. This one sounds a little bit sketchy to me as well. I'm really not sure. Of the leaked list, the only ones that really seem any sort of accurate to me would be the new Punch-Out title, I could see the Star Fox title, I could see the F-Zero title, and definitely the name for Metroid Prime. The other things just kind of seem a little bit sketchy to me, but what do you guys think? So guys, thanks for watching my video about my E3 2018 predictions. I'm so excited to attend and vlog my entire experience. I will have gameplay coming to you with the games that I get to play on the show floor. If there's something that you want to see, let me know in the comment section below, but also let me know what your E3 predictions are. Do you agree with mine? Do you disagree with mine? I want to know all your thoughts. Let's create a discussion and see who's right. And even if you don't have predictions, just share, what do you think? What would you like to see? What do you hope is announced this year at E3 2018? Because it's going to be a great year for games. We've got a lot of Switch titles coming. We've got new Sony material. Microsoft, Lord help them, but something's coming good. Like I said, E3 is just a short 2 or 3 weeks away. It's coming quickly. I'm very excited. It's going to be a great year for games. 2018 is already turning out to be awesome. So thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for videos like this and many more. I post every Monday and sometimes throughout the week, so you never know when that's going to happen. So subscribe to find out. Hit the little bell icon if you want to know immediately when I upload a video. And until next time, guys, I will see you really, really soon.